Hello. So we're going to be getting going on day 117 of Blueprints. Let's get it going. Alrighty. We have 90 steps because we ended the previous day with a sauna. We are now going to pick up our allowance, 136 coins. We have Banner of the King, so what we can do is we can pick a color that we want to be most prevalent today. Color of, room, right? We did this day 100 or 116, and we picked black, which was not a great choice when we really should have picked gold to get showroom and commissary early. But I didn't think it all the way through. I just wanted to test, how many rooms would show up if I picked black. Well, exactly two that we know of: the throne room and the treasure trove are the only two that we're aware of. We also have two items: the ornate compass and the sledgehammer. So, because we also had a moon pendant yesterday. We have 52 stars. We ended day 116 in the planetarium. For a number of days, for like 5 days, we had the blessing of the monk, where if we called it a day in a room in the house, that room would become available as the outer building the following day. I'm looking at the outer room and it's saying foundation. Is it not going to let me pick a new outer room now? We may have screwed up our game. Oh. Is this going to be a forever foundation? So we're never going to get the tomb or anything again? And we have no way to lower this to see if that would do anything. So we just have a permanent second foundation that doesn't do anything. This is concerning, guys, because I need to explore the tomb more, and I might not be able to get back to the tomb or do anything like that, or do the treasure trove again outside. I can't even do Blessing of the Monk again because I can't get a shrine. Let me see what happened. Let me Google. I'm going to Google this because this is concerning. Huh. Okay. I don't normally like to Google things about blueprints because I don't want spoilers, but this is concerning. Apparently, other people have done this too, and they're like, maybe it wears off, or maybe there's things. Let me. There's a bright shaft, but no elevator. Down here. What I Googled, people had different experiences. Some people say that for them, they did it on the last day of their blessing, which is what we did, and it remained forever, and it has to be reported as a bug because it does, halt progress in the game. Because there are other outer rooms that you need for certain things, for certain occasions. Other people say if you give it a few days, game days, instructions will appear here to help you get rid of it and do a reset, but it's unclear. So what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to make it to this foundation today and see if it's still there. It looks like it still is, but some people say that it went away. My items are that. So this foundation is still here, but, oh, and there's the elevator. So now I can travel this elevator down. Okay. I'm going to leave here. Come back in. Okay, elevator's still there. That's good. I'm going to go back up. All right, we're just going to work on faith, meaning for the next game day, 2, 3, whatever, we're just going to hope that the game eventually detects that that we did a no-no. Putting the foundation as the outer room using Blessing the Monk is apparently a no-no. Like that's a boo-boo on our part. Like we should not have done that apparently. But some people said it eventually will recognize the fact that we did that and help us with the situation. Let's fingers crossed. Let's hope that's the case. Because it would really suck if I've just got a foundation and it's not even a usable foundation, right? I mean, it's not, right? I realize I'm wasting a lot of steps, but this is concerning me, so. Right, because there's no way to like lower that elevator or anything. We can't drop into the hole to explore anything, right? No, okay. I know, I'm wasting steps. I'm wasting steps. I'm just really concerned about that situation. Huh. Observatory. Three stars. Not doing a whole lot because I'm just kind of really nervous. I'm kind of going on this day on autopilot. Sorry. Just okay. So I only have 2 gems, so I don't want to spend the gem on the solarium right now. Let's just dead end here for 2 reroll die and another gem. We want security. We're going to deal with our access card deal. We're going to start the we're going to log into the network. And we want to start the there's actually 2 file cabinet keys I hid for Thursday, March 3rd, 1994. There's actually 2 file cabinet keys I hid for the barium, but I think the one you're talking about is buried by the grill in the patio. I'd have to double check the aquarium to be certain. So we have found both file cabinet keys that the clues are at the aquarium for. So there's no more file cabinet keys clues from the aquarium. It still begs the question. There's 2 aquariums that didn't really have clues to things, so far as I could tell. So maybe they're just art. But knowing this game, it just means the more difficult puzzles, maybe? Okay. And then... Okay, so let's... So I'm going to change my packet, so... That's 5. Six. One, two. Okay, we're back at 5. 6. Seven. No, that's limited to 3 times. I need 2 more. First time we enter each room on rank 9 could be up to 5 times. I don't know how many rooms with fireplaces there are. It's not that many different terminals, right? There's only like 4-ish antechamber levers. There might be a total of 8 if they're talking about all the different duplicate ones, but there's the lose 10 steps, and then I don't like the whole lose 10 steps. Do the immediately in case it's just something one-off that we want to do. Like add 3 aquariums. Might want to just one time add 3 aquariums. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have to pick one more. We'd be doing this anyway if we can. So I guess we're back. And that might be what I had already previously selected. But this is more important. I want to... Okay, so gain star. I want to see what the options are here. Um, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I was looking for like maybe something, an experiment effect that would help us get rid of a drafted room or outer room or something, but I'm not seeing it. Gain a key for every 30 steps. The other, gain a key for every 2 hallways, but let's gain a key for every 2 hallways instead of gain a key for every 30 steps. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do like stocking the pantry with fruit, so that's 9. You don't really need to permanently add 1 gold to our allowance. So let's get rid of that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Start today's experiment. We still want to gain stars at this point. Next 3 times we open a locked trunk. That would be limited to 3. Let's try digging up trash. That means that we need to try to get a shovel today and not combine it with a metal detector. Okay. Oh, you know what? I've yet to. I forgot to do my I forgot to use my banner of the king. Yeah, you got to remember to use your stuff, your things. Okay. So we want to basically set up for tomorrow again, if possible. Like get another moon pendant again, if possible. So before we go much further, let's use our banner of the king, and we're going to select gold again. And then, yeah, I got to remember to do that. I got to remember to do my Banner of the King basically at the start of the day. That's a bit low in the house to have the dining room, but I do like the doorways. I could rotate the boiler room, but I'd be spending a gem on the boiler room, so let's do the dining room, which doesn't cost me a gem. I don't really think I need the power of the boiler room for anything. So, the dining room has a... Dining room does have a fireplace and an animal. Why did I not think it did? So dining room has both. Dining room has fireplace and it has animal. For some reason I was thinking it didn't have either, but it has both. Yep. Okay. We can do the gift shop. I did ask for gold rooms. I think I'm going to do the quest bedroom instead. Get some steps back. Gives us a key card that I no longer need. We can rotate the conference room, and then that ought to be good. There's nothing here yet to pick up. Do not cost. This would let me buy keys if I run into a key issue today. Does cost me a gem. But I think we're going to do it. I'm not going to buy any key yet. Showroom. That's what we want. We want the showroom. Emerald bracelet. Master key. I don't have to worry about the locksmith. Really? It does not, it's not selling me a moon pendant though. But I don't have to worry about resources anymore. So there's that. I don't have a gem, so I can't do the commissary at the moment. I do want a shovel. Let's see what this workshop's going to give me. Battery pack. Sometimes it gives, it's given me a shovel in the past, sometimes. Just not today. I'm going to do the gift shop for the doorways. Oriented as it is fine. I could have turned it around, but I didn't really need to. I wasted a gem on the locksmith because if if I knew I was going to get an emerald bracelet from the showroom, I would not have wasted a gem on the locksmith, to be honest. Although, will the locksmith sell me a special key? I might buy. I think I can't afford a special key. Oh, I need gems. This billiard room can give me a special key. Maybe, or it might just give me regular keys. But it does give me a doorway down here, so that's fine. I have not encountered a shovel, so I can't dig up trash to trigger my experiment. Okay. 10 squared is 100. Minus 20 is 80. Times 2 is 160 divided by 16 is 10. Half of 12. Times 6 times... No, I'm sorry, we got to do this first. So this is half of 12 divided... Half of 12 is 6. Divided by double 3 is 6. That's 1. Squared is 1. So 6 divided by 6 is 1. Squared is 1. Okay. Times 6 times 6. So that's 36 divided by 18 is 2. Squared is 4. Okay, 2 regular keys in this case. All right. Don't necessarily need the regular keys. I mean, I could get a locker room, but I don't even really need gems from the locker room. I do have a moon pendant, so I can pick up all the things today. Let's leave that for maybe a secret garden key. We'll leave this spot for a secret garden if we end up with a secret garden key. We don't need gems, but we might get a steady, that lets us use gems for rerolls, right? So always pick up the gems regardless. You get a free redraw here. This gives me some extra coin, and then I could go down to the locksmith and buy a special key. We're going to pick up this coin. We're not going to gamble anything. Well, we'll run this. Hmm. We're right at the 20 that we started with. So, yep. Gambling, the best you can do over time is break even. Really. Master key. I can do the commissary because I don't have to have a gem for the commissary. Last couple times I saw the commissary, did I have the emerald bracelet? And I was like, oh, I can't do the commissary. I don't have a gem. Obviously, I don't need the... Anywho, regardless. Shovel. I don't need a metal detector. Do I need a sleeping mask? I want a special key. Well, hope that we dig up a few coins. Well, we'll likely dig up a few coins and then be able to buy a special key. Aquarium works well here. I would have liked a billiard room and another opportunity to get a special key, but the issue with that is that I needed the doorway. I wanted a doorway over here, right? And over here, so I'm gonna go in this direction. I've powered the gymnasium off, so having a gymnasium here is fine. It doesn't do anything for us, but it's fine. Well, I should have rotated it is what I should have done. I should have rotated it around so I had a doorway up. But I did not. We can rotate the parlor. Let's take a look at the kitchen because I know I need a morning room at some point in time. So let's see if this is going to let us get a morning room today. Yes, this will add a morning room to today's draft pool, and I've yet to do a morning room. So we're going to eat that just for the morning room. I really wish I had rotated this around because then I could just do the attic here. Do the reading nook. Tapos fine. I don't need to step into it yet. I just want to, if I get either the Great Hall or the Secret Garden, I want to be able to get into the antechamber. I want to have a way to do that. I also want to, like, check out room 46 again, because last time we were in room 46, it didn't have the crown in it. And I just want to make sure that the crown comes back again. Okay. So let's... But we want to try to redraw into a morning room today if possible. But we don't want to spend all of our stars on redraws. Billiard room is good. Do I want to rotate it is the question. I don't really need to. I'll rotate it. I'm mainly just looking for maybe a special key, like a secret garden key or something. Okay. So we've got 19. Minus 11 is 8. Times 3 is 24. Divided by 12 is 2. We've got 11. Minus 5 is 6. Rotate the digits is still 6. Or reverse the digits, it's still 6. Round into the nearest ones place is 6. Oh, no, this is a half. I'm sorry. We got a half the thing. The 11 minus 2.5 is 8.5. Reverse the digits is 5.8. Rounded to the nearest ones place is 6. 6 minus 2.5 is 3.5. Reverse the digits is 5.3. Rounded to the nearest ones place is 5. Minus 2.5 is 2.5. Reverse the digits is 5.2. Rounded to the nearest ones place is 5. That was a complicated one. Dealing with decimals. We like the treasure trove, but I'm going to rotate it. Because I don't need to get in this door. I can get in this door, so it's better to just be able to get over here. All right. So, lots of money to pick up. This is a white box with the wavy lines. We're going to use a key. The true treasure of the trove is not in this room, so that is a lie. We will add this to our notes. So this is day 117. White box. Wavy lines. Lie. Okay. So the true treasure of the trove is in this room, but it's when it's drafted outdoor, which hopefully we're going to be able to do again. But we need to get that foundation out of our way. Master key. Let's do the study. We like the idea of using gems for rerolls. And it will give us another gem. And it gives us reroll dice, which is nice. So we've got some rerolls. We want to reroll into a morning room is what we'd like to do. Where's my cursor? I can't see my mouse cursor. Okay. But does mean I'm going to have to backtrack quite a bit. Because my next open doorway is over here or over here, but I'm saving this for a secret garden if I can get it. We're gonna come down to the locksmith and buy a special key. First, we're gonna go over to the kitchen and buy more food. I have money. Could buy a silver spoon first, but I'll just do that. Okay. Here. We might buy a silver spoon before we have dinner at the dining room, right? Yeah. I do not have a moon pendant today, so I can pick up all the items along the way. I don't need to leave any items behind. We will buy a silver spoon that will double our food before we eat dinner. Here, over here, can buy a special key. Ah, it's a silver key. I wanted a secret garden key. It's not going to sell us another one though, right? Nope. One special key per day. That's what I thought. Okay. And then we will go to the dining room. And dining room says, hey, do you want to eat this meal? It would be 30 steps because I have a showroom, but it's going to actually be 60 steps because I have the silver spoon. We'll have all the steps we need for the day. Alrighty. I have a sleeping mask, so what I can do, I could have popped into this servant's spare quarters, but I can just pop here and get another 5 steps. Because why wouldn't I? Go over here. For the giggles. I mean, there was no good reason, but for the giggles, I am... Oh, I didn't mean to go into the observatory. Sorry. That was a waste of steps. I meant to just come here and use my sleeping mask for another 5 steps, just for the giggles. I've got plenty of steps. Okay. Come here. I can pick up a broken lever. So I can make a jackhammer. I could make a power hammer. I might make one of those things, but not at the moment, I don't think. Because I want to trigger my experiment digging up trash more than I want to. I don't really want to dig up coins and keys at this point. I want to dig up trash. So we're going to use a regular... Yeah, there we go. Okay. From here, let's go over here. I don't want to lose half my steps. So let's redraw. I could lose half my steps and still have 63 steps, so it wouldn't be the end of the world, but there's just no reason to do it. We can do a foyer, it's free. Foyer is free. Morning room, yay. Plus 2 gems. Tomorrow you will start with 2 gems. Cool. We have not been in the morning room before. Ooh, upgrade disc. That was another reason why we wanted the morning room, because we were told that there was an upgrade disc in it. So we'll use that. Let's dig up that. And we've got okay. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. That was November 5th, Reddington Herald. In the blue hours of Wednesday morning, the venerable Baron of Mount Holly, Herbert S. Sinclair, passed away at the ripe age of 73 after a prolonged struggle with a heart condition that had been kept from the public eye until his final days. Esteemed as a pillar of society and renowned for his penchant for crafting puzzles, he was a source of endless fascination to our readers over the years, not least through his popular column, Baron Bafflers, which he penned for over a decade. Particulars of announcements of his successor yesterday has left his devoted followers with one last intrigue to ponder. The reading of his will precipitated a flurry of speculation, for his niece and presumptive heir, the much beloved and lamented Mary Matthew Jones, has been missing, presumed deceased, for the past 6 years. Mrs. Jones, better known to our readers by her pen name Marion Marigold, chanted the hearts and minds of children across the realm with her literary creations such as The Red Prince, Swimbird, and A New Clue. Her disappearance remains one of the age's most tragic mysteries. With her whereabouts unknown, it was Marigold's own son, Simon P. Jones, that's us, a lad of but 14 summers, who was yesterday named the provisional heir to the sprawling Cinca Empire. However, this vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contractual condition. Given the Baron's well-known penchant for tests of mettle and wit, it's clear that the young heir from Remington, distinguished in his own right as last year's County Science Fair runner-up, faces an extraordinary challenge in the coming weeks. More to follow. Okay. And is this a chess piece room by any chance? Doesn't appear so. Does not have a fireplace, does not have a animal that I can see, and it's not a chess piece room? Odd. I would have expected to be one of the chess piece rooms. Okay. But we've now got an upgrade disc. So before we draft more rooms, I've got plenty of steps. We should use said upgrade discs. So let's go back the way we came. We did we accomplished one of the goals for the day, which is the morning room, to get the upgrade disc. So let's use said upgrade disc in case it in case we end up choosing the room that we upgrade later in the day. So we're going to insert this. And now there's only 2 more upgrade discs out there somewhere. Okay, we can upgrade the billiard room. That's cool because we have 2 billiard rooms. So Speakeasy makes it basic edition. Ooh. We could break room, if we call it a day in the break room, tomorrow you begin the day with a staff key card. So we could guarantee that we start the day with a key card. Pool hall adds great hall, foyer, and secret passage to today's draft pool. I think I've already made those more commonplace. And it also makes the pool hall a hallway room versus a blue room. We don't need the math to be easy. We want a greater reward. So I think break room is the way to go. This does make it also it gives us the compass symbol though. This gives it a tomorrow room symbol. We like tomorrow room symbols. The compass room symbols, the architecture symbols are good in their own way also. Let's do that. Yes, that is the upgrade we want. Cool. And we have, we get 2 of those, right? So I don't know if it upgrades both or just upgrades one of them, but regardless, and they're commonplace. So we should be able to, if we choose to, end most days in a break room and start the next day with a key card. That's very cool. All right, now we will continue on this way. If I can go the right direction without wasting steps. Okay. We do want the garage. We want it for a very specific reason. Because I'm going to go outside. I mean, I'll go ahead and pick up the keys for sure. And I have car keys, right? So I can get whatever's in here. Oh, secret garden key. Awesome. We want that. I'll pick these up. I don't have a reason not to. But I want to be able to get... I wanted to just make sure there wasn't a way to release the elevator from like the side of the hill that the outer room is built into, right? But in order to do that, I had to like get to this side to verify that, be able to verify that. They very specifically don't want us to get over to this area here. It's like it's designed very specifically to not let us get right up over there to that side. Okay. But I think that answers the question I was trying to answer. Or, you know, rules out what I was trying to rule out. That the elevator and the foundation in that spot could be lowered to where we could access it by a mechanism on the outside of the cave. And this is still not open. Okay. Alrighty. I mean, that was basically what I expected to happen. I just wanted to confirm it. So that means that we've got this as our only doorway. No, we've got this and we've got a secret garden key. So let's go back over here and use the secret garden key. I have to remember to use the secret garden key and not the master key. Or a regular key. I've made that mistake too many days where it's just like I get in the habit of like, oh, master key. It's like, no, I need it to be secret garden specifically. And I can only do secret garden if it's a locked doorway. Okay, so now... we need to go up and over to around here. We've got plenty of steps, and we're about to, with Secret Garden, we're about to get fruit that we could go eat, so it's not like I'm worried about my steps at all. I can tool around as much as I'd like. Special key, secret garden key. Okay, pick up a metal detector. We only need to open the door on the other side, so let's move this. The other option, if we didn't get a secret garden key, was that we could just get a great hall. We could re-roll into a great hall, but might as well do this. Okay, so before I go do the allowance quest, that's not really the point. I mean, we'll do an allowance quest, but I will want to first open up the doorway to room 46 because I really want to check on room 46. So we're going to go to the foundation. Is there any other spots to dig up here? No. Okay, that's fine. I could make things. I don't think I need to make things. I will eat all the fruit gathered here because there's no reason not to. Alrighty. So much. So many steps. Maybe I should have done the one that was a key for every 30 steps. Instead of a key for every 2 hallways. But see, I've got like 3 hallways at the moment. But my trigger right now is digging up trash, which I've only done twice. I haven't dug up the spots in the outdoor foundation, have I? I might as well go to the outdoor foundation first on my, yeah, I might as well get more stars, maybe. Because I don't think I've dug up the spots in the outdoor foundation. The one that I hope goes away over the next few days. I really need it to go away. Oh, there are no dig spots here today? There's not even any dig spots. It's completely useless. Wow. Wow. That is, I didn't remember there being... When I first drafted it out here, there were dig spots. I didn't remember when I visited it here earlier today that there were no dig spots. Complete waste. Complete waste. Alright. Okay, so now we're gonna go... well, we need to just go here first. We need to go to underground, open up room 46, then we'll summon the elevator from down here to go up to our middle room foundation to then proceed on. Yeah. Okay. I already dug up these spots here. All right. But I need to do this doorway. Let's rotate around. Do parlor. At this point, I might want to just get resources and get a freezer, right? A statement with an odd number of words is always true. That's true or false. The gems are in the box with the most words. Okay, that's true or false. This box has gems. True or false? False statements have less than 6 words. That's not true. False statements have less than 6 words. So if one of these boxes has to be completely true. If the black box is completely true, then the black box has the gems, right? But then this, false statements have less than 6 words because this has 4 words. This top statement would have to be false. And the bottom statement would have to be true. Which means that this would have to be completely false. Statement with an odd number of words is always true. Would have to be false. It says 4 words. So, but this one would have to be, this has 3 words. And this would have to be, false true. So this would have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The statement itself is odd. Statement with an odd number of words is always true. The gems are in the box with the most words. So this could be completely false. But if this is completely false, okay. Let's assume this is completely false. False statements have less than 6 words. It would be true in that case. That's not true. It would be false. So it could be that that is true, which would make this completely true. And then this says a statement with an odd number of words is always true, and that's true. But then this is true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is 7 and this is 3. These can't both be true. False statements have less than 6 words. This has less than 6 words. So this would have to be false, but this, so these can't both be true. So therefore this has to be false. Gems are in the box with the most words. If that was true, then gems would be in this box. Would be in the blue box. This would be false true. So if this is false, then this would have to be true. False statements have less than 6 words. This would be true and false. True, false. This can't be completely true. This cannot be completely true. So this can't be completely true. This can't be completely true. So the gems must be in this box because this box must be completely true. Okay. That one was a little tricky. Boiler room doesn't cost us anything. It's... All right, so... Let's see. I could convert keys to gems with the laundry room. All right. And I'd have 13. We'll do the laundry room later after I get more resources. I'll do the laundry room like towards the end. I just need to remember to come back and do it. I also kind of want a planetarium today. So that's another thing to be on the lookout for. But right here, let's do a silver key. And we'll do the passageway. Okay. So we're going to do a dead-end room here. I don't get to keep items. I would get to keep gems. This is assuming I get a freezer. When I say I get to keep gems, that's only if I get a freezer. Okay. Go up here. Okay, that's a bunch of gems for free. So let's do that. Let's see. Is there a key or a coin on the floor somewhere? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Sauna is also a good room to have. Let's redraw here. We do want a planetarium. There's not another room in the house that we want to end our day in, I don't think. Okay, and then we'll do a pool. And then we want like a sauna or a freezer or something like that. So some reroll die to help us get there. Okay, so before I do this, because basically I want to do a freezer. So, do I want to do the laundry room? Because I could turn... If I spend 5 coins, then I'd be down to 23 coin. I could exchange that with my gems. Um, yeah, let's go to the laundry room first. And I got to remember to go up here before I end my day. Got to remember to do that. Right now, let's go to the laundry room. Okay. We're gonna swap gems for coins. So we have a bunch of gems. Now let's go do this, and then we will end our day. Well, then we'll do this, and then we can come over here and end our day. So let's go. Yeah, we got a long way to go to... It's fine, we got plenty of steps. Here. I went to the laundry room before coming here because it was going to take coins away, which is essentially the same as taking gems away, given that we were intending to replace or swap our coins and gems. Okay, the crown is here. That is good. That's what I wanted to make sure of, is what that the crown was here. Let's... Well, we're going to pop into the foyer and just take the crown over the foyer and see if that does anything. But, I mean, that's on our way back. We'll just pop over. It's a small detour. Okay, so. Lose another coin. But to here, to here. Here. I'm going to visit the throne with the crown again. I mean, there just should be something to do with the crown in the throne room. I'm just really shocked that there's not. You know, if there's not. Let's see what resources we have missed along the way. Nothing. Okay. We have not missed any resources along the way. Good to know. Take the crown here and just see if we... No, apparently not. I was like, put the crown on the right person's head and, you know, something happened. But nope. That does not appear to be the case. All right. Trying to get to the, not the laundry room. I want to get, to the passageway. Okay. Passageway, we will go to the pool. I'm just gonna go throne room again and be like, hey, something should happen here. Blah, blah, blah. Yaddy dotty. Alrighty. Alrighty, so now we're gonna go to the pool. And this will be the last room we draft for the day. And we'll have filled up. It will be full house. We'll have filled up the state. But I want... At this point, I probably... I mean, a sauna would be good. The clock tower, I have how many tomorrow rooms? I have 1, 2, 3 clock tower count itself. So if I got a clock tower, that would be starting with 4 keys. If I got a sauna, that's starting with 20 extra steps. If I get a freezer, I'm starting with 23 gems and 15 coin. I think a freezer is probably our best value. So none of these are what we want, so we're going to redraw. This gives us another gem if I remove it, and it will redraw all 3 of those for like free. So here's where I have to decide, because I can either have 20 extra steps tomorrow with the sauna, or I can try my luck on a freezer. Right? Okay, so now do I spend stars or gems? Gems are easier to come by than stars are to replenish, so it's freezer. There we go. That's what we want. Freeze that, but we're not going to end our day there. Right? So instead, we will... I don't think there was anything else we needed to do. So we're just going to go to the planetarium and call it a day in the planetarium. Alrighty, let's call it a day here. Alrighty, this was day 117. Mount Holly Royal Shopping Center of Tomorrow. Throne room, 8 shop rooms, 4 tomorrow rooms. Total rooms, 45. Rank reached 10. Steps taken, 206. Items found, 16. New rooms, 1, which would be the morning room. We got that upgrade disc and we used it. Alrighty. Thank you for being with me at 117. I am hoping that we have not, that I have not royally screwed us over with that foundation as an outer room, as a permanent outer room for the whole rest of the game, because we need throne room, we need treasure trove out there, we need other rooms out there. So hopefully the game will provide us a way to get out of our predicament in the coming days. We'll find out. But thank you for being with me for day 117. I'm going to be taking a break, eating my breakfast. It's actually around lunchtime, but I'm going to be eating my breakfast. And we'll see you for day 118. Have a good one. Bye. Alrighty, let's get going on day 118. Let's get it going. So, there's some noise from gardeners going on outside, so apologies if you're hearing that. I am, but hopefully my microphone is not picking up that noise as much. But regardless, so we have 27 gems, 23 we have 23 gems and 15 coin from having frozen our assets with the freezer at the end of day 117. We have 2 gems from the gemstone cavern, plus we have 2 extra gems because we had the morning room in day 117. So we have a good number of gems today. So we don't really need to chase gems. We might still need to chase keys. I don't have any items because I didn't end up with a moon pendant. We did draft the showroom, and it had a master key and an emerald bracelet, but it didn't have a moon pendant. So we only have 70 steps because we chose the freezer over the sauna. We're going to go pick up allowance. Ooh. And we've had an issue. See this foundation outer room? This is an issue. But hopefully this... Let's see what this says. Master Simon. Imagine my surprise upon arriving at the estate this morning only to discover a second foundation so casually situated among the trees and chirping crickets of the west grounds. Now, I have never professed to be a skilled draftsman, and maybe this is not as unintended a mistake as it appears. There is a chance that this redundant room is part of some greater strategy I cannot fathom. Or perhaps more likely, morbid curiosity simply got the better of you. However, should that curiosity wane and you come to regret your recent decision, which I do, this can of repellent will certainly prove useful. Anne Babbage, house manager. Okay, so we have to press X in any room in your house to use. Starting tomorrow, that floor plan removed from the house and draft pool for 1 week. Okay, so that will get rid of that should get rid of the foundation outside, but then we will go a week without having the foundation in our house, which will be a real shame. Like it will be, you know, then we have to get the foundation back and we might not get it back in the same place, right? So we will use it. So we're going to come here. And hold X. Foundation has been removed from the draft pool for 1 week. Okay. So hopefully that means that, okay. Hopefully that will take care of that issue. That means that starting day 119, hopefully the foundation will be removed from the outer room. But it means it probably will also be removed from the house. And then I'll have to do like a number of days without having a foundation. And then I'll have to make an effort to get the foundation back again. We have exterior access to the underground. So it doesn't hamper us entirely to not have the foundation, but the foundation has been a very convenient, you know, 3 doorways there in about the center of our house that we could get to from the outside. So not having the foundation is will be you know, inconvenient. Not having it in the house will be inconvenient. Not having it as an outer room will be good. So let's debate what we're going to do here. So on the one hand, oh, let's do Banner of the King. I'm going to choose gold because I really do want a showroom early on. And I want commissary early on and all of that. So the debate is, do I just, you know, speed through the coming week? Like, in other words, do I just like kind of camp and just sit and just call it a day, call it a day, call it a day, call it a day to advance our clock, right? Or do I just, you know, live without the foundation for a while? And so this reroll die are good. This, let's do a break room. And if we end our day in the break, oh, first of all, we got some notes here. And Babbage are the only two on the estate with network admin access. Well, that's a lie. Staff contracts are kept on the highest rank. Oh, okay. So let's so staff contracts are kept on the highest rank. I think we've seen them. Maybe. Highest rank being room 46. We may have seen them in room 46. Anywho. 1 times 40 is 40. Minus 1 is 39. Divided by 13 is 3. Negative 3 plus 9 is 6. Squared is 36. Reverse the digits is 63. 63 divided by... I want to look at this again. Wait a minute. Negative 3 plus 9 is positive 6. Squared is 36. Reverse the digits is 63. Divided by 7. 63 divided by 7 is 9. That gives us a silver key. If we end our day here in this room, then the following day we will get a key card. If you call it a day in the break room tomorrow, you will begin the day with a staff key card. So that's an option, which is good. There's a coin. Okay. I'll do the den because Let's save the aquarium because we don't yet know what we need to do with dig spots and stuff. Let's try to go up. I could do gift shop, but dining room is more useful. This might not be the best place for it, but I'll go ahead and do dining room. This is not the, that's not the gold room I'm looking for. I'm looking for the showroom, obviously. Let's try this doorway. There we go, showroom. That's what I want. We definitely want a master key. And we definitely want the moon pendant. The other things we can hold off on, because now that we have a moon pendant, we got to be careful about what items we want to start the next day with. So whether or not we want to start the next day with a silver spoon, right? And we should use the silver key. We'll use up the silver key in the lunchbox before the end of the day. But now that I have a master key, it did not give me the option of an emerald bracelet or a ornate compass, both of which are very good. But it didn't give me those options. But with a master key and 26 gems, I should not have to hunt resources, really. I do have to deal with security doors today because I don't have a key card yet. Aquarium heading this direction is not bad. So let's do that. That's I don't have a shovel yet, but it is a dig spot. Let's go over here. I'm gonna do gift shop for the doorways. We'll do observatory for sure. Get our observatory benefit for the day, plus it increased our star. So we'll do inkwell, a pair of chests, and 9- minor. I do not have a way to open said chests at the moment. I don't have regular keys or a sledgehammer, but I can use regular keys on chests today because I don't need them for doors. Commissary, yeah, let's do the commissary. You see what it will sell us. It's not selling us a shovel, but it will sell us a sledgehammer, a metal detector, gems, salt shaker, don't need those. Is there any, what else might we buy today? I'm not going to have an armory. I'm debating whether I should buy the gems. Because if I get a study, I could use them for rerolls. If I get a freezer, I can carry them over to the next day. Plus, we don't have an emerald bracelet today, so having gems is not bad. I don't really need to save my money for anything else, I don't think. So there we go. We bought some more gems. Boudoir. will give us a couple reroll die and another gem and take us back to the gift shop. That's fine. We want the reroll dice. We want the gem. And then from here, do I want a silver key here? Seems like a decent place for a silver key. We'll go ahead and use the silver key. I think it's too early for a mechanarium because I've only got 0 mechanical rooms, so that would be my only one. So let's go ahead and do the hallway. Get this key. And we can come. Is there another coin? Yeah. We can come this way. I don't know that I need to use the secret passage right now. I don't have a particular color that I need. I got the commissary and the showroom, which are the 2 gold rooms that I was really looking for. A kitchen, if it would give me bacon and eggs for a morning room, would be nice, but it probably won't. So I could do this. I can't, but that would dead end me. And I don't need regular keys. I might need a special key. So the thing is if I don't do this, I'm basically dead ending. This is a dead end, this is a dead end, or I can redraw. If I did a secret passage, I could choose green. We'll choose green. And then, yeah, courtyard is good. Patio is good. Let's do a patio here. We're only going to get a gem here and a gem here out of it. Or actually, both those gems are in the conference room now. Yeah, no gems here. The 2 gems in the conference room. But we'll end up going back there because we've got this whole area here. Let's do... You don't want a dead end. I mean, the utility closet is good if we get a room with a computer. I'm going to do the utility closet against my better judgment. And then I need to backtrack. Great Hall. My master key will open all the doors in the Great Hall, so let's do that. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay. We're just opening all the doors right now. We don't want to pick new rooms just yet. But I know that, like, by process of elimination, that had to be an alcove, but there was no reason not to open it. Okay, so what is it going on about? What is the metal detector detecting? Oh, there's a key right here. Okay, cool. Okay, so now we can go here. You don't really need the throne room. It would give a doorway over to here, though, but it costs 5 gems. Workshop would give me an item. Gives a battery pack, which I do not want to pick up. Okay. There's no extra, like, coins or anything. Oh, okay. So then I have a moon pendant, so I need to be careful about what it is I pick up. Okay, this is a great place for a courtyard. Perfect place for a courtyard. Open that. Get some more reroll dice. I really want a room with a computer, though, with a terminal. Ooh. I don't like that. I'm cutting off the dining room. Let's do a We'll try a redraw. Okay, so let's do this workshop, but it will probably be the item will most likely be a broken lever, which I won't want. It's a broken lever, darn. So what I can do is I can make a power hammer. So I'll pick this up, because I'll go over to the other one, pick up the battery, and make a power hammer. but we won't do that yet. What we'll do instead first is, I should not have picked it up yet, but regardless, is I'll come over here and do like this area, and then when I come up through here, I can go over here and battery and make the power hammer. Okay. So I can make this room from here or from here. I might as well make it from here. Doesn't. Okay, so pool is good. Let's do pool. And that might give us the sauna today, which would be nice to get the sauna again today. We did not get it the prior day because we re-rolled away from it to get the freezer. Now this one, I should not have triggered this door. I should have come over here to trigger this door because of straightaways. Yeah, let's redraw. I want there to be a nice, easy path. Of course, I also do want the sauna, so I guess we're gonna forgo nice, easy path. I mean, we could do the kitchen, but then will I see the sauna again, you know? So we get the sauna, which will give us some extra steps for tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to draft a different like outer room, so I'm trying to just set up for the next day, you know? We knew we had chests in here because of the observatory, so we needed to come here and get these resources. Alright, and then no reason not to do the parlor, really. We don't need keys because we have a master key. We're still using gems. We have plenty, but the gems are in this box. The above statement is true. So this is either completely true or it's completely false. This says the top statement of each box is true. The above statement is true. So this is either completely true or completely false. So this has to be the opposite. The gems are not in this box. The above statement is false. So if this is completely true, then this has to be completely true. So then this would have to be completely false. The gems are not in this box, but this can't be completely false because this statement says the top statement on each box is true. So this would not be able to be the completely false box, right? In fact, we know the top statement on each box is true can't be true because one box has to be completely false. So this is false. The above statement is true is false. So this is completely false. This could be completely true. It could also be completely false. If that's completely false, this would have to be completely true. The gems are not in this box. The above statement is false. Cannot. Okay. This cannot be. This can be false, but then this would have to be true. or this could be true, and there, and then this would have to be therefore false. So this one is mixed. This cannot be completely true or completely false. That one is completely false. Therefore, this one has to be completely true. Therefore, the gems are in this box. Okay. We like the treasure trove. I am forgoing these 2 rooms, but we want the notes out of the treasure trove. We don't need the money as much as we want the notes, because the notes hopefully will build up to a, you know, good clues, and we need clues. We're at a point in the game where we need things that will eventually give us clues, like staff notices and notes in these boxes here. So this is a black sun box. All boxes marked by suns contain memos that are true. Well, that is true. So I'm going to take this, and this is this is day 118. Say black box sun. It's true. All boxes marked with sun contain memos that are true. So we need to be aware of that going forward. Okay. And for that information, we gave up being able to draft these 2 rooms, but that's fine. That's fine. This does not have to be the most efficient day. I can go outside and... No, I can't, because I can't summon the elevator because I don't have a computer room yet. I need a computer room. But I have no choice. I have to come back this way. Okay. So I can just go all the way over and then all the way up. So we're going all the way over. And then all the way up. And then we want to go here, pick this up. We want to make ourselves a power hammer. Just because a power hammer is a better item than a regular sledgehammer. So if the moon pendant's going to keep an item, I'd rather keep a power hammer, and it's done it before, than like keep, you know, just a regular sledgehammer, right? Just in case we need to break down any walls somewhere. I could have, in theory, waited for a shovel, but we might not ever see a shovel today. The commissary wasn't selling it. The courier didn't have one. The patio didn't have one, so I don't know if we're going to see a shovel today. And that's fine if we do not. But now I have only 2 doorways, this doorway and this doorway. I do have some reroll die, but let's go over here first. Well, I'm running out of steps. Don't need the garage. Don't West Wing Hall could be good because then I don't have to backtrack here to this doorway. I can just do both doorways from the West Wing Hall. So let's do that. Let's try to get up. Let's try to trigger dinner. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms, like maybe a shovel, but this would give me an extra doorway. Yeah, it didn't. I was hoping it would give me a shovel or something. But reroll die. Okay. So this is 8. I'm gonna reroll here. I want a want something that has a doorway here and here. Although attic, it's hard to pass up an attic. But then I've only got this one room. I've opened up the doorway here. I don't have a quest bedroom, so I don't really have a reason to go to the antechamber at the moment. Okay, we'll do this. See if we can get a morning room again. It's not likely. No. Okay. But we can buy some steps, which is good. I've got 1 red room, so this would be 5 for 5. Or I could wait. I can go ahead and buy all the bananas. There's no reason to wait on bananas. Okay. And it's acting like I'm missing a coin or a key. There we go. No, I do not want the ballroom. I don't want the laundry room. Really don't want the storeroom here either. I want doorways. Wow. I guess I'll forgo these 2 and take a quest bedroom, but I really wanted doorways. But it's fine. If, like, today can be kind of unproductive, because, yeah. It's not a crucial day. Can spend gems on rerolls instead of stars. That can be good. Oh, but that would end our day because, duh, we need doorways from here. So this would end our day. That'd be rerolls on rooms I cannot draft. So I need a doorway. Let's redraw. I can't get through those doorways. I need a redraw. I don't have a computer room. I need like a computer room. I think I had an option of a laboratory earlier and I passed on it and I should not have. These are all pointing in the wrong direction. We're going to do dark room because I'm tired of spending redraws. But what we're going to do is go to the utility closet. Yeah. We're going to go to utility closet, turn on the dark room before we draft that room. Okay. Then we got to come all the way back to here, to here, to here. Oh, key card. Well, if I have a key card, now guess what I have to do? Or potentially we'll have to do is go back to the utility closet and turn back on the power, but we don't have to do that just yet. Let's do spare servants' quarters. Don't need these keys other than like if I get to a locker room or something. Casino would give me like 8 coin. I don't really need the coin. I'll take pantry. It gives me the same doorway casino would give me. Okay. Vestibule is fine. It's good actually because I've got a master key, so it can't really lock me out. Storeroom is okay here, I guess. I don't really need the extra resources, but again, I might encounter another freezer. Did I do study? I haven't done study, right? Yeah. So I can't spend gems on rerolls yet because I haven't done study yet today. Clock tower, I have how many tomorrow rooms? That would be like my 3rd tomorrow room because I have the break room. I have the sauna. And the clock tower would be the 3rd, so that'd be 3 keys starting the next day with. Chapel would get me a doorway to here. Nothing is getting me to a doorway over here without a redraw. So I'll just take the clock tower. Shovel finally. All right, so I could go dig up coins and keys and things like that. I haven't been able to get a computer, so I haven't been able to start an experiment today. I'd really like to start an experiment today. I'm down to this one doorway. Not that doorway. Not that doorway. That doorway. Let's do passageway for sure. And then go over here. Security for sure. So all day we've been looking for this computer. All right. So there's 2 gems somewhere that I've missed. That's bad that I missed a couple gems. I didn't mean to exit out. All right. Keycard system settings, set security level. I set offline mode unlocked. Back. Return to security menu. Log in to network. Yeah, it's really late in the day, so okay, no new announcement there. So the experiment we start won't really have an opportunity to trigger all that much, but we're gonna try anyway. Okay, so let's do unless it's like dig up trash and then we go around to all the dig spots we have not been digging up and dig up trash, right? There you go, find trash while digging. Will permanently increase our lockpicking skills. Sure, why not? So, but for the moment, we'll just try to get up over here and then we'll go back and we'll like dig up what we can without running out of steps. Keep in mind that we can eat at the dining room, but we want to end our day here at the break room. So places to dig up are patio, veranda, courtyard, foundation, aquarium. That's basically it. And we know that the exterior foundation does not have dig spots. We learned that yesterday, or day 117, I should say. So let's go here first. Two gem for more coins? Nah. We'll just waste the spot. So lavatory. So that we don't spend a gem. I should have done this first, is what I should have done. Trophy room points the wrong direction. Same choices again. Reading nook points the correct direction. Yeah, but that means we're not getting a freezer today. Okay. It is what it is. We take what we can get, right? So, all right. Pick up the key. Does not matter. Go here. Our allowance quest. Okay, we spent a few stars on it. It's probably not worth a few stars, to be honest. But, you know, choices made. Did what I did. So now let's go dig things up. So, we need to go here, over here. We'll go over, we'll pop up to the veranda just long enough to dig up those spots, looking for trash. We prefer trash at this point to trigger our experiment. Okay. And then down to the courtyard to dig that spot up. So coins, not trash today. And then we want to go straight over to the patio. And then we'll come back and go through the foundation and go this way in order to end our day here. And digging this up along the way, digging up the foundation and the aquarium along the way. So we're just going to go straight through to the patio. I have enough steps to not worry about it. I didn't need to detour to the dining room. Okay, then we go back. So we haven't dug up any trash today so far. So we've got a few more opportunities here in the foundation. We're getting too good at digging, not digging up trash. Oh, there is trash. So that's one time our lockpicking skill is increased. Now let's go up to the aquarium. Dig up this spot. Okay, so we've triggered it once. And then I don't think there's anything else for us to do other than go end our day in the break room. We could consider buying more things at the showroom if I want to start the next day, but I don't want to start the next day with either of those items. These items are fine. The key card I should not have picked up. The reason why I should not have picked up the key card is because ending my day in the break room is going to give me a key card anyway. Hopefully the moon pendant will take that into account. And we will get 3 items. A key card and 2 different items. But we won't know. Yeah, I shouldn't have picked up that key card, given that I was going to end my day in the break room. Okay, so don't really have anything more to do, so we're going to call it a day here. Day 118, Mount Holly Garden Shopping Center. 4 green rooms, 5 shop rooms, total rooms 39, break reached 9. Steps taken 104, items found 12. Alrighty. Well, thank you for being with me for day 118. Hopefully that repellent spray will work and we will have averted the crisis of permanently allocated foundation to the outer room, which would totally screw us over. And it probably means that we will lose the foundation in the middle of our house and have to work hard to get a foundation back, you know, at a good place in the house. And we can't even do that for a number of days because it will be out of our draft pool for like a week, it said. So, you know, but it is what it is. All right. Yeah. Thank you for being with me for day 118. We'll see you for day 119. Have a good one. Bye. Hello. So we're going to get going on day 119 of Blueprints. Let's get it going. All right. So day 118, when we got to the entrance hall, there was a can of repellent and a note from the house manager and Babbage, basically saying, hey, if you put the foundation out, you know, as the outer room, like as a big accident, which we had, you can fix that. So, cool. And now we've got, so this is what we've encountered yesterday, but I'm going to leave it here for the moment because I don't necessarily need it today because it looks like the foundation has been removed from the outer room. It's also been removed from our house, unfortunately. We have a key card, a metal detector, and a shovel. We had a moon pendant. We have 90 steps. We have 2 keys because we had a clock tower. Did not get a freezer though. But I have 90 steps. I have a key card, shovel, metal detector, and I have Banner and the King, but my outer room no longer has a, looks like it no longer has a foundation. So that's good. So we're not going to pick up the repellent right now because we don't know that we need to repel any room at the moment. We picked up, or no, we're going to pick up our allowance, which is now 140. Which coincidentally is just enough for a showroom to buy. I'm not going to spend a coin because right now what we have is just enough for a showroom to buy a master key and an emerald bracelet. So let's go over here. And it looks like we're finally going to get to fix our mistake. Okay. Let's start with 2 special items. I already have a shovel and a metal detector. So I could start with either a tool shed, 2 more special items, or, which I'm hoping a sledgehammer would be one of them, or a root cellar for more dig spots in the house today. I think I'll just go ahead and do the tool shed. Looks like it's a watering can and a magnifying glass. Do I pick it up? Or am I going to get a moon pendant? I'm going to leave the magnifying glass out here for the moment. And maybe wish that I had gotten a root cellar instead of a tool shed. The watering can is fine because that gives us a gem back when we draft a green room, which typically costs us a gem to draft. We are going, for the next numerous days for the next like week, we won't be able to draft a foundation because the repellent repelled it from our draft pool for like a week. So we won't expect to see a foundation today. So we're just going to have to do what we can sans foundation. But at least I am relieved to know that we dealt with that permanent foundation outer room issue. Let's buy a sledgehammer. And we'll go ahead and buy a set of gems because I'll be getting some more money. I don't want to buy more than that because if I end with the emerald bracelet, I won't need a whole lot of gems. It never hurts to have extra gems because with the study, we can turn those into rerolls. So fine, I'll buy all the gems. Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot to choose the stupid... I forgot to choose the banner of the king. I keep forgetting to do that. I need to do that first at the beginning of the day. All right, let's do... Let's do dining room for the extra doorway. And then before I forget, let's go banner of the king and we're going to go gold. Well, I guess because I clicked it now, I have to choose a color. I don't know if I want gold or if I want green for dig spots. It depends upon what the experiment today is going to be, and I don't know what that is. Let's do gold. We want showroom and yeah. We bought the commissary already, but we want showroom. So yeah, let's do showroom. We have a key card, so we don't have to... We don't need a utility closet necessarily because we have a key card, so we don't have to do the whole turn off power thing, blah, blah, blah. Let's do... Okay. Let's think about this. I'd like to have bought both, but I already spent some money. So... Let's do the master key and we'll come back for like an emerald bracelet and a moon pendant. We need to remember to buy a moon pendant before the end of the day, right? But master key, because we've got 8 gems at the moment, now we don't have to chase keys. Okay. We have a sledgehammer, right? Yeah, because I bought one, so we'll do the pool. Get some more gems. Oh, a lot more gems. Okay. So then... reroll dice and a gem and a doorway. All good things. So we have a master key and a key card, so we're not worried about any doors being locked on us. Gift shop gives us doorways here and here. We don't really need a doorway down. Doorway up would be good though. Aquarium, same thing as the gift shop. No, the aquarium is not a doorway up. It's a doorway over. So my choices are I can have a doorway here, here, or here, but I can't have a doorway here and here, which is what I would want. We'll do corridor. And then gymnasium would cost us steps. It gives us a doorway up. I'll draft it, but I'm not going to walk into it yet. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and do like some other stuff. And maybe get a utility closet and turn off the gymnasium. It's not a high priority, but I would feel stupid using steps in the gymnasium if I'm going to just end up getting a utility closet. Anyway. Don't really... This would be a dead end. Because I don't have any other mechanical rooms. Do I want to spend gems on... Drafting studio doesn't do anything for me anymore. Nurse's station doesn't really do anything, but it does count as a bedroom. But it's also a dead end. 2 gems just to not dead end. Let's redraw here. Workshop would give an item, but it's probably going to be a broken lever or a battery pack. Conference room could be good. So let's do conference room. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll come down. So study would let us use gems for rerolls, which is going to be good once if we buy an emerald bracelet, then being able to use gems for rerolls would be good. So we'll go ahead and buy we'll go ahead and draft the study. Come in here, pick up the coins, pick up the extra gem. Okay. So then now, question is, do I come over here and do all of this, or do I just proceed this way? Let's just proceed this way. We might end up coming back, wrapping around, so. Observatory would be angled the wrong direction, but we'll go ahead and do it. Get our observatory benefit, which will be Inkwell plus 3 extra steps. We want to get our stars a little higher, so we're going to try to not use stars and rerolls today if we can, unless, you know, it's very beneficial, right? And then let's go down here and do this area here. because we might still wrap back around and connect up here. We don't have a whole lot of big goals for today because I don't know how to really progress the game at this point. I need to stumble in to something. Well, I need like maybe a tomb on a day or a new blessing or something. Like, you know, like some things I know to try require certain outer rooms that we didn't get today. Playing with blessings, playing with tomb. In the tomb, I want to try doing the different angels in a different order, but, you know, to see, you know, if that does something different than the order that we did the angels in initially, just based upon reading our granduncle's will. You had seen me talking about that towards the beginning of a prior day's video. So this gives a special key, but also if we end our day here, we get the key card again. That's how we started with the key card today. And that's fine because we can get to here from here, so we don't really need a doorway here. So let's go ahead and do the break room. And an extra coin. Okay, so -3 times 3 is -9. Plus 10 is +1 times 1 is 1. This would be a third of 11. Plus 19, so 19 plus 11, a third of 11 is a little less than 4, but so call it like 3.8 or 3 point whatever, right? Plus 19 is going to be it's going to be less. It's going to be between 22 and 23. Closer to 23. Rounded to the nearest ones place, it's going to be 23. Then we reverse the digits as 32. Then we're going to subtract 7. No, half of 7. So 32 minus 3.5 is 30 minus 1.5, which is, okay, 28.5. 28.5 plus 12 is like 40.5. Rounded to the nearest whole digit is 40. Reverse the digits is 4 divided by, no, which we don't divide by 14. So just 4. I think it started us over again, so I think I guessed incorrectly. Okay. So this is 1. This is... Okay, I need to figure this out. Okay. 19 plus a third of 11. Three goes into 11. 3, and then it's 20, like 3.8, whatever. So that's like 22.8. Round and nearest whole digits, 23. Then reverse the digits is 32. then subtract 3.5. Is 30 minus 1.5, which is 28.5. 28.5 plus 12 is 40.5. Rounded to the nearest whole digit is 40. Reverse the digits is 4. I'm still just getting 4. So what am I doing incorrectly? Because they're saying it's not 4, so what am I doing wrong? $19 plus 3.8, 22.8, so that's 23, 32, minus 3.5 is 28.5, 12 is 40.5, 40, it's 4. I mean, that says 4 to me. So it's not 4. 4 is not the answer. So what is the answer here? $32. I mean, I do round it before I reverse the digits because the rounding's inside, right? You can try it in the other order. That's 19 plus 3.2 or 3.7 is 22.7. Now, see, reversing the digits before rounding doesn't even make sense. 23, reverse the digits is 32. $32 minus 3.5 is 28.5 plus 12. 40.5 oh, 40.5. I'm sorry, 40.5 rounded to the nearest whole number is not 40, it's 41. That's what I'm doing wrong. So it's 41 reversed the digits is 14. And then we do not divide by 14, so it's 14. Okay. Yeah, I just can't round 40.5 to the nearest digit. Apparently, I kept rounding it down to 40, and it's 41. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, that's fine. So now we go back down to the hallway and continue on from the entrance hall. Gear shop is fine. It gives us doorways. I don't have a reason to dig yet, other than digging might give me coins. I did not get a pair of chests today from the observatory. I got 3 extra steps, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's do the utility closet just to turn off the gymnasium. And because we might get a dark room and whatever. I don't need to turn off the key card system, but we're going to turn off the gymnasium, turn on the garage. We can come back and turn on the dark room if it gets tripped. Right. So now we can go through the gymnasium without losing extra steps. I mean, I didn't detour all the way down here. I'm down here just to save a couple steps. It's because this is in the middle of the house, so we're going to be going back and forth through the gymnasium multiple times today, presumably. So, and we were going to have to come back down here at any point, at some point anyway. So might as well just do it now. Was the thinking. I do want an experiment, but I also want a workshop because I might want a detector shovel. I think that's a broken lever. I can come over here and do this one first, I think. This doorway first. Yeah, for the doorway here, let's go ahead and do spare servants' quarters. Couple keys. All right. We don't get to rotate because I don't have an ornate compass, at least not yet. I can get to here from here, so this can be a dead end. Let's get a couple more gems. Or try to earn a couple more gems. We have to solve the logic puzzle. The blue box has at least one true statement. The white box has at least one true statement. So if this is entirely true, well, this can't be entirely true. Because if this were entirely true, one of those would have to be entirely false. So this cannot be entirely true. This could be entirely false, but it can't be. No, this cannot be entirely false. Because if this was entirely false, then all the boxes would be false, and one has to be entirely true. So this is mixed. This is a true and false box. The gems are in the blue box. That is true or false. The gems are in the box with two statements. That is true. So, if this is entirely true, then The blue box has at least one true statement would be true. The white box has at least one true statement would be false, because this would be entirely false. Or the gems could be in the blue box, but if the gems were in the blue box, this would be entirely true. This would be entirely true. And this would be entirely true. So the gems cannot be in the blue box. If the gems were in the white box, this would be entirely false. This would be entirely true, false, and that would be mixed. So that doesn't work, right? So if this is entirely true, and this is entirely false, then the gems have to be in the black box. Boom, boom. Alrighty. But I am burning steps with a lot of backtracking. So now I have this door, or these doorways, and this doorway. We're going to go this doorway. It's closer. That is a broken handle, which I won't pick up at the moment. Because I anticipate buying a moon pendant. Security would let us start the lab experiment. And it won't dead end us, so let's do that. Okay, so there's a coin somewhere that I've missed. That's fine. Key card system. We're going to make security level high because it's just more convenient than using the master key. We're going to change offline mode to unlocked because there's never a reason not to do that. All right. We're going to log into the network. Let's do staff announcements. No new staff announcements. Electronic mail. No new electronic mail. Data transfers. No new data transfers. Remote terminal into the lab to start our experiment. Look, I'm wanting an experiment that increases our stars. Is what I really want. All right, let's do it. Yep, gain +1 star. Each time we unlock or bypass a security door, that's fine. I did set the security level to high, so hopefully we'll start seeing some of those rooms. I've already drafted at least one tomorrow room, which wouldn't have counted. So let's do that. All right. And now we know that we can build a detector shovel, because basically we know that we do not because we want to dig up coins. We don't want to dig up trash, so might as well have a detector shovel. Alrighty. And we're not picking up the broken lever just yet. Okay. I don't have any spots to dig up at the moment that I'm aware of, because I don't have a foundation anymore. Let's do a second workshop. And that has a battery pack. Because that has a battery pack, we'll pick this up. Because then I'll make a power hammer. Pick that up. We'll go here. We'll go boom, boom, boom. Make ourselves a power hammer. Power hammer is better than a sledgehammer. Okay. Casino would let us get over here. Maybe fill in this side of the house. It would cost us 2 gems, but I don't want to spend a redraw, so we'll do that. And we get some money out of it. Not enough for an emerald bracelet, unfortunately, but we're getting there. Okay. Ooh. I really want something that has a doorway here and here. Not likely to find it, to be honest. But we gotta try. Ooh, courtyard. Perfect. And we can dig it up, and we can get a gem from the watering can, and we can... Yeah, this is perfect. Perfect. Good use of a reroll die. More coins. Okay. So now we have enough for an emerald bracelet, but not enough for an emerald bracelet plus moon pendant. So we need a moon pendant. We want also an emerald bracelet if possible. This gives us a bunch of money. Does cost 3 gems, but... And we are foregoing 2 rooms, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I could walk this way, but that's a lot of steps. So instead, I'll try to just go up and maybe connect over here, right, to then get over here to buy the emerald bracelet. We can use gems for rerolls if we go buy an emerald bracelet. All right, so we'll do an aquarium. We'll get the gem back because of watering can, but it also gives us the doorways we need. Watering can, we get the gem back, plus key and coins and dig spot. Alrighty. I guess I could have made a jackhammer and dug up gems instead of making a power hammer. I could have made a jackhammer, or yeah, with the shovel instead of a detector shovel. But it is what it is. I need to think that through in the future. If I get a shovel and I get a broken, and I'm going to be getting broken lever and battery pack from workshops, maybe make a jackhammer instead of a detector shovel or a power hammer. Because we've seen that jackhammers like dig up gems, which are more valuable than digging up coins. But anywho, let's go over here. Oh, wait a minute. It's saying I've missed something. A coin. Master key. I really want to get over here. Let's use a gem for redraw. I'm gonna take the clock tower rather than try to redraw again. There's usually something extra up here. It might not be, you know, we'll see if it's worth it, but lockpick kit. I'm not going to pick up a lockpick kit while I have a master key because I want them, when I get a moon pendant, I don't want it to pick the lockpick kit. I want it to pick the master key, so we're not going to pick up the lockpick kit. Over here. We could do secret passage. We could choose green, but library lets me get over here. Kitchen also lets me get over here. Kitchen, I might be able to get a morning room and buy steps later if I need to. We'll go ahead and do kitchen. Yeah, so let's do this and hope that we get a morning room today. And then once a trophy room for the larger meal. Well, here I can have a trophy room. Sure, I'll take a trophy room. And I have a master key, so locker room is a way to spend excess keys, but then I don't have a doorway over here. I'd have to come back to the gymnasium. But then I won't do this corner if I do the break room. So let's do the locker room. And we'll open up some of these lockers. And then let me consult my notes for a moment. So in this aisle, I'm supposed to ignore the first door. I want to keep a couple keys for chess, a couple regular, keys for chess. Okay. And then this aisle. We'll leave the running shoes for now. Oh, okay, so I'm down to one key. I need to keep that key. Because if I get a treasure trove, I want to open up the thing. We'll do a dark room, and we can turn that on via the utility closet. Just means I'm going to be spending a lot of steps going back. I'm going to come down here, turn on the dark room, then come over here, blah, blah, blah. But I'll eat at the dining room, so I should be okay. So we'll do this. Step into it to trigger it. And then we're going to weave our way back down. I do hope I get a morning room today. We don't want to go to the vault. We want to go to the courtyard. And then from the courtyard, we want to turn and go casino. Then we just go straight down. We're going to pop over here to turn on the dark room. And then we'll go straight on over. Well, do I buy was there a silver spoon today? Let's see what this is. No, okay. So we're gonna buy an emerald bracelet. We're gonna buy a moon pendant. We're gonna buy an ornate compass. We like all of those things. And we'll go ahead and eat. We'll have dinner. All right. So then, now we're just coming off of this doorway, and then we've got this doorway to do towards like the end of the day. We'll try to maybe, come back over here towards the end of our day. But we might want to end the day in a break room, like right here. So it's a toss-up, but we're going to go ahead and just do this. So now I can use gems for rerolls because I don't want to lose half my feet. I don't, yeah, so let's rotate. We can just rotate. There we go. And now, do I want 2 keys or do I want to work for it? But this is giving me another break room where I could end my day. This is guaranteed to have a special key. This is not guaranteed to have a special key. We'll go ahead and do the music room. It's guaranteed to be 2 keys, one of which is special. It's a prism key. That's not necessarily what I would want. Maybe I wanted a secret garden key, to be honest. Which maybe the break room would have given me. Who knows? We can rotate the den, so we're going to do that. Yeah, having the ornate compass is good. It's really helpful. Having the garage can be good, but I want this morning room. Yeah, we totally want the morning room. I'm not going to pick up the coin purse because I don't want the moon pendant to give us a coin purse, to be honest. So I'm going to leave that behind. There is no dig spot. Even though this is a green room, it's a green room without a dig spot. It's the morning room. It doesn't look like these walls can be broken with a power hammer or anything. Yeah. I mean, I have a power hammer, so I'm just clicking around, making sure that nothing's breakable with a power hammer here. Do I want another green room? Let's see, what green rooms could it give me? Veranda would be fine. Greenhouse I could rotate and make it fine. Secret garden, it won't give me. Cloister, it might give me. Patio, it might give me. So I think it's fine to use the prism key here. And then we just take a second courtyard. And that's fine. Or I could take veranda. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. I don't really need to find items. So let's just do this. Oh, there's a secret garden key. Perfect. I don't know why it was buried. That almost never happens. Secret garden key just buried in the earth like that, but I guess it was in lieu of a special item. It couldn't give us a chest or any special item because we have everything. So it was like, oh, you can have this graded secret garden key. So then we get to use it. No, not right. No, we do not. Because I won't be able to use it unless I can use it right here. I'm not going to be using that secret garden key because I can't use it over here. Let's see. Drafting studio wouldn't cost me anything, but it doesn't do anything for me. Just gets me up to the corner. That's fine because I can get over here via here, so. I kind of really want some tomorrow rooms and stuffs. See, the secret garden key won't fit. Master key. So, Tomorrow room, we got a clock tower, so that would be worth another key. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, it has a chest in it before anything else. Yeah, we'll take all of that. And then we've got this that shows up and says, hey, now I don't want the brass compass. I will take the regular keys. I don't want the brass compass because I don't want the moon pendant to choose the brass compass. Okay, so now we're going to come down here to here. Ooh, freezer. Ooh, not right now. Not right the moment. I would have liked that a little later in the day, honestly. Let's use a regular redraw. Great Hall is good. Let's take a Great Hall. Master key. Okay. Key in the corner there. Okay. So now we can get to the antechamber because the dark room is going there. So if we get an allowance quest or have some reason to go to room 46 today, okay, doorway. Okay, so we've opened up all of those. So we will go this way first. I want a sauna. I have a morning room already. I want a sauna. I have a clock tower. What more am I going to want? A freezer is actually nice at this point because now I have 20-something gems. So let's rotate the reading nook to go up to here. Because it acts like a free redraw. Because if we just did the storeroom, we wouldn't be able to access this. So, oh, reading nook will never go straight through it, so rotating it won't help. It just gets us over here. But we'll still do that. Get a doorway over to here. Okay. Okay. We do want the sauna for sure. So we're going to take the sauna. And now a freezer right here would not be a bad shout. or a quest bedroom for an allowance quest, right? So don't need these things. We're going to spend the regular reroll die. This would increase, this would mean I start with one more key. Versus a freezer versus a quest bedroom. I don't really need a quest bedroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I need another key? I'm going to redraw here. We'll take the break room. It's another tomorrow room. As was the coat check. But I just don't want to spend a gem reroll right here, so we'll just take the break room. Actually, no, because I want to save the break room for here. No. I don't want to redraw. I don't want to waste a spot. All right, so we'll solve another one of these. Okay, 2 squared is 4. Times 20 is 40. Okay, 2 squared is 4. Times 20. Oh, I'm sorry. 4 times 20 is 80. Divided by 80 is 1. 1, rounded the nearest whole digit, is 1. Divided by 4 is a 4th. Plus 4 and a... Okay. So a 4th plus 4 is 4 and a 4th plus a 3rd. 4th plus a 3rd is 3 twelfths plus 4 twelfths, which is 7 twelfths. So that's 4 and 7 twelfths. So that's going to be 5. Plus a 1/3 of 1. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, plus a 1/3 of 1. Wait a minute. No, okay, sorry. We've got to do the divide first. So this is... Yeah, no, that's what I did. A 4th. It's a 4th, so... 4th plus 4 is 4 and a 4th plus a 1/3 is... It's 33% plus 25%. So it's more than 50%. So then it's going to round up to 5. Plus if a 1/3 of 1, rounding nearest digit, it's still going to be just 5. All right. So this is another room where I could end the day if I need to. But I think it's going to be closer to end of the day here because I have to come all the way back around over here to go over here. There's no easy way through this top portion of the house. I have to go through the bottom. Okay, but let's get going. You have to go to the music room. To the gymnasium. To the... And then it's... I'm pretty sure it's just straight down. There's no shortcuts. Yeah, it's just straight down and over. We should have enough steps to do what we need to do. So now it is come over here and go straight up over to here to, yep, okay. I can buy more steps if need be, but I might not need be. So I have 9 more keys. So I can come over here. And according to my thing, this is, oh, okay. Wait a minute, this is F, E, this is D. In D, we can open this one. And this one. And then over here, we can open this one. Skip this one, open this one. We don't need the garage keys. So let's not pick those up. And then over here, we skip this one, we open this one. And we open this one. Okay. Then come here. Pick up that key. We don't have anything to do in the antechamber at the moment. But... so yeah, let's go ahead and get the quest bedroom. And that just means that we won't have a freezer. But we do an allowance quest. Okay. And now we just want to end our day in the nearest break room, which I think is this one. So... yep, nothing more to do. Oh, that had car keys, which I wasn't going to pick up, right? Okay. I've got plenty of steps. I don't need to go back to the kitchen to buy more steps. Yeah, I've got plenty. Yeah. I don't think there was anything I wanted to repellent spray. Is there any room I want to repellent spray? Could repellent spray the dark room, but I don't think there's any room here that I hate as much. If I was forced into the weight room, then I'm repellent spray the weight room, but I wasn't. I didn't do the weight room, so. Yeah, I don't think there's a room I really hate. Gymnasium and dark room have their downsides, but they're also rooms with 3 doorways, you know, and that can be very helpful sometimes, so they have their uses. So I'm going to ignore the repellent spray and just go to the break room and call it a day. You know what I'm curious about? I've got enough steps. I can go outside. Oh, and I can make a wish, which I didn't do at the start of the day because I was like trying to save my money. But I'm curious what the basement looks like now that there's no foundation. And I've got enough steps that I can satisfy said curiosity. Did I never go into the antechamber and get the allowance token? I did not. I got the quest bedroom, I went here, and I left. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'll fix that. But man, that was a big oversight. I went and I got the allowance quest, and then all I had to do was take 2 steps over, and I forgot to do so. And just immediately left. Yeah, so if I do this, and I do that, no elevator's going to come. It's a big hole in the sky. Because there's no foundation above us. Okay, interesting. Curiosity satisfied. Now I gotta waste a bunch of steps. Well. One moment. I'm checking a thing. I was considering doing the chess puzzle again and maybe changing off the banner of the king. Because I don't think it's as useful as all that. But I didn't get a king piece today. I don't think I got a bishop piece either. Yeah, I don't have all the chess pieces, so I can't do the chess puzzle today anyway. All right. We're wasting a bunch of steps. It'll be fine. It's just, I'm an idiot, but otherwise it'll be fine. Yeah, I needed to walk over here and actually do the allowance quest. Boom. There we go. We done did the allowance quest. Now I can leave. And as I leave, I will buy food from the kitchen because I don't have a freezer, so I'm not going to be saving these coins. So that's more than enough. I 28, but the 28 steps I had was probably more than enough, but now I don't even have to sweat it. I bought out the showroom, right? Yeah, I did. I bought out the showroom. So we're just going to end our day right here. We're just going to call it a day. And we only dug up one spot because we didn't dig up I'm sorry, we dug up spots, but this was security doors. We only bypassed one security door. So we got 1 star for that. But we verified that our outer room is no longer locked as a foundation, which is good. We lost our foundation in our house in the process of fixing that, but we'll eventually get it back eventually. Until then, we'll live without. Not having a foundation in our house doesn't actually prevent us from doing anything, I don't think. It just makes our steps less convenient. We have a clock tower with a number of morning rooms. We have the sauna. So we'll start the next day with some keys, with 2 extra gems because of the morning room. So we'll have 4 gems at the start of the next day. We'll have some keys, like 4 or 5 or something. We'll have our allowances increase to 142. We'll have 90 steps because of the sauna. Yeah. And we have the moon pendant, so we'll have 2 of these items, all of these items. We'll have a key card plus 2 other items, all of which are useful in their own ways. Watering can watering can gives us extra gems on green room, so it's not bad. Let's just call it a day. Day 119, Mount Holly Garden Shopping Center of tomorrow. It's 4 green rooms, 6 shop rooms, 6 tomorrow rooms. Total rooms 41, rank reached 9, steps taken 162, items found 10. Alrighty. Well, thank you for being with me, guys, for day 119. We'll see you for day 120. Have a good one. Bye.